Hello everyone, my name is Shark and welcome back to another Demoniacal Fit review. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the one and only, the trump card of the Dokkan 10th anniversary. Not VEGITO. So this guy, finally released in 5K Toys, he was able to get shipped out to me alongside something else. But I'm so happy to finally have him. He's the only VEGITO that I have. The original, there's a second VEGITO that I'm getting, which is the exclusive edition from New York Comic Con from last year, but that's later down this year, so I'm going to be waiting for that for a while. So I'm very excited about this one because he has a lot of really good accessories, and I'm just happy to have one. So without further ado, let's take this guy out and see how he looks. Alright, so here we have not VEGITO, and I gotta say, this guy looks fantastic in terms of just aesthetic alone. The only downside about this figure, in terms of aesthetic-wise, actually there's two. The first one being the shirt. So the back of the shirt is very shiny as compared to everything else on the figure. You can see the actual pants are more matte finish, but the upper side of the shirt is more shiny. Probably more satin, really. It's more glossy, to be fair. And another one is an annoyance with the faceplate. I don't know who did this, or why you guys did this. I have no real big issue with it, but at the same time, I hate that the bangs, you can take them off. I don't like it. Like, this is a very personal thing. I don't like it. It just kind of breaks the illusion of the actual mold of the figure. I feel like you guys just did this to save up on some printing when it came to the actual mold. And of course, there is the issue with the feet as well, which are... So this is kind of like a combination of a bunch of figures, really. It's pretty much a combination of the 2.0 Goku, 2.0 Vegeta in some instances, and yeah, but there are kind of like a big couple differences with this one. I'm pretty sure this is more so used from the regular VEGITO outfit or the VEGITO figure, which and then those terms, like, that's just to Goku 2.0, I guess. I'm not sure. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. But yeah, he looks fine. I don't think he has the biggest issues. It's just a couple of weird choices that I have. Just the face, really. But everything else looks nice. Again, a lot of times you either get like the really shiny one or the really matte finish one. But yeah. Articulation. Moving on to the articulation. This guy, another thing about the Demoniacal Fit that I feel like sometimes they can do really well, or sometimes they kind of lack a bit in, is the range of the face is like, you can move it about that far, but if you move it any lower, that's gonna happen. I feel like the pegs should be a little bit bigger or longer, and also bigger, mostly, so it actually stays in there and it doesn't move that much. Will it make changing faces a pain? Probably a little bit. You can rotate the head side to side as well. Going backwards, not too bad, not too shabby, but it's just, again, it's a third-party company. I understand that sometimes they can't have the perfect quality control for each figure, and I shouldn't give them too many issues there. T-pose for the arms, which is great, awesome, love that for them. 360-degree rotation, of course. Bicep swivels, double jointed elbow, which I think mine is a little loose, like it's just super easy to move. And a wrench hist as well, which actually works really well for this figure. Torso. He can actually look down pretty decently. Not too bad. I think it also kind of helps that there is a big gap for the actual abdomen to go inside of the actual shirt. So you can see kind of like tucking in there, which is really good. I really like this. And going backwards is also good as well. It's decent. It's a little bit less than going forward, but it works. And side to side motion, rotate, everything of the sorts. Splits, it is a third-party figure with 2.0 legs. Splits are going to work pretty decently. Going forward, almost perfect, or pretty much perfect, a little bit better than 90-degree angle. And backwards, of course, really good as well. No real thigh swivel, which kind of sucks. A double jointed knee, which looks pretty good. I love the shading in the pants. A little bit more heavy-handed on the left leg than the right leg, but it works. And then, of course, the foot, which is the Vegeta foot, and honestly, it's a little bit better than actual Vegeta figures, but it still kind of sucks. I just wish this was like a separate piece that was soft plastic. Then they just attach it to this figure or this section of the leg. But going forward about that far, going backwards about this far, and oh my god, is that stuck? Yeah, the paint was just stuck. A pretty decent toe hinge, not too shabby on there. Yeah, this one's stuck too. There you go. So the paint might just be stuck on your toe hinges, so just be careful on that. Don't break it. Don't go any further than that. You can go forward with it if you wanted to. But yeah, it works well. This figure articulates well. It's a basic 2.0 Goku-ish figure, so those Goku figures are always going to be decent no matter what. Now, let's move on to the accessories, because this guy, that's what he benefits the most from, the accessories. And I'm really excited about these. So let's take a look at them real quick. Alright, so they did not hold back in terms of the accessories. Look at how many accessories you're getting for such a cheap figure. It's actually insane to think about this. And just goes to show that probably Bandai could do the same. But I'm not going to start that flame war today. But again, just with the amount of accessories that we have here is absolutely insane. It's like I'm in a candy store right now. So starting off, we have a different head sculpt, which is the base Vegito head sculpt, and it looks really nice. Very well done. I love the shouting faceplate. And then there is the neutral faceplate, of course. But as you can see, there's two different types of bangs. So the one that the face sculpt already has on is kind of like more powering up bangs. And then this one is more neutral bangs, where they're like less raised up. And of course, we do have one with the smirking face for Vegito, and this one has the raised up bangs, which is not bad. I actually like that, and I like that they're interchangeable. I'm actually changing my mind a little bit now that we have like the powered up and the non-powered up. They definitely could have like avoided that or just neglected that and not done that. But I kind of like it that they did. We have a powering up face for Vegito, or a shouting face. And this is where, well, beforehand, here's a smirking face with the face, with the base face. I'm sorry. And then this is where it kind of derails a little bit. Not too much, but he has lipstick. I don't know what happened in the factory, but it just kind of sucks that he does have like a little bit of lipstick. I don't know if that is how they were supposed to come out, or if more of their product came out like this. But whoever was painting my faces kind of chose the wrong color. For those, at least. Because everything else is using the brownish color, as you can see, like the brown color that they're using for the mouth outlines. And it's weird, because I don't know why they painted it, because they didn't paint the outline for this one, but they did for this one. I don't know. It's a little bit weird on what they did there, but not such a big issue. Now, we have a crossed arm section as well. And this is my favorite way of doing crossed arms, because, as you can see, if I can focus my hand on this, there we go. Come on. Okay, come on. Okay, there we go. So you can see you have the arms, but you can also separate them. This is amazing. I love when I love how they started doing this, because just having the arms crossed together, permanently stuck with each other, it's such a pain in the ass to just attach them right onto the figure. If you were able to just attach each one separately and then put them together, that's great, because sometimes my big issue with that, I'll explain it in like right now. So you have to align it with the chest, you have to align it with the shoulder peg and the other shoulder peg, and sometimes one of them doesn't want to cooperate and it just ends up being a complete mess. So having both of them separate and detachable is always a plus, in my opinion. We have a hand holding the Boo limb as well. Very nicely done. It's super pink on the camera, but it's not this pink. It's like more pastel pink. It's not, again, it's not this pink, this big of a pink or this bright of a pink. It has some really nice sculpting as well. It has like some squish marks with him like really holding it tight. An instant transmission hand, of course, or just like pew pew hand. A come here, like get over here hand. A hand for the blade as well, which is really nice. I like this one. So you just attach it here, and voila, you have the spirit sword. We have the sort of like counter mechanic that he does in Dokkan with the Ki Blast or Hand of Ki Blast. We have a holding hand. I don't know what this one is for specifically. I would really like to know. Actually, does the box even show anything like that? No, not really. So I wonder what that hand is for, because there's like no accessories to actually go with that. 2 Ki Blast shooting hands, of course, and 2 grasping hands. And of course, the Keyblade. This is an insane amount of accessories, and I've been talking about it for like 4 or 5 minutes at this point. So yeah, overall, going into my final thoughts, this figure is amazing. It's your basic 2.0 model, which is already a pretty decent model for the figure. Would it have been better if they went with like the ladder of a 3.0 leg model? Perhaps, maybe not. Depends on the market. But this one is also really good. I really like it. It's a very nice sculpt, very nice paint job. Again, just some inconsistencies here and there, even with the faceplates. But overall, I'm going to give this figure a 9 out of 10. Mostly because it's great pricing. Actually, yeah, why am I taking off a point? Scratch that. It's a perfect 10 out of 10. The pricing for this figure is like really cheap. I got this one for $50. I have to recall I have to remember what I paid for. I think it was $50, and it's pretty cheap. Like for this amount of accessories, I'm just talking talk at this point. But yeah, it's an amazing figure. I really like it. Very good accessories, and I'm very excited to post this guy up, especially with these post editing pictures that you're seeing right now. So yeah, that's pretty much all the time I have for you guys today. Let me know what you guys think about this figure. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Are you thinking of getting this guy to have a Vegito in your collection? Because I definitely think that you should. I don't think Bandai is going to do a Vegito anytime soon, unless it's an exclusive, which they just did. But besides that, I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.